Hiya, I hope you're keeping well. Today I'm going to do a really soft contour for perhaps if you haven't contoured before or you just want to learn and get kind of a basic handle on it. So I'm going to take the Peaches and Cream bronzing powder in light medium. I've done everything else, I've got my complexion on, and one of the things I'm going to point out before I start is depending on how you want your contour to look, tailor the kind of brush you're using to give that finish. So I want mine to be really soft and fluffy. So I'm using, this is also a Peaches brush, a PC03 for that contour. Whereas if I wanted something a bit firmer and more defined, I'd use something like a PC02, which is really short and dense. Works very well with creams, that one. But I'm going to use powders today. So I'm going to start with that big fluffy brush. I'm going to tap any excess off on the back of my hand as I go. And I'm going to start by just taking this under the kind of natural hollow of that cheek. Now I know I'm going back and forth, but when you're applying your contour, kick it out so that you're not starting here and going up, because we want the lines to just kind of diffuse into nothing as we go down that face. Now, I mean, this is actually really good, this side, because I've got a bit of natural shadow here. I can see exactly where I want that colour to go. I'll be honest with you, I don't personally tend to contour. It's just not quite for me. I think it's a bit of a faff. I think that it takes a bit of time. I think it looks lovely on other people, don't get me wrong. But in terms of what I've got the time, patience, inclination to do, it's not really for me. However, what I will say, by the way, I'm always going through that temple and up that forehead, all along the hairline. What I will say is if you want your makeup to look really polished, or if you want to look like you've got a bit of a glow, or if you're feeling just a bit like all jokes aside, I'm being deadly serious, if I'd maybe had a couple of glasses of wine the night before and I was feeling a bit puffy, I'd definitely be going in with something like this. It really does give the illusion of a more tailored face shape. These are the tips I'd be using. So I go all along that hairline. I'm going to really build that up. I'm going in with a soft powder and a soft brush so that I can build this at my own pace. Because I think we can all agree there is nothing worse than a kind of muddy, very product heavy contour. What I like is when it just looks like a natural dusting of a little bit of glow. Now we want to keep all the high points of the face nice and luminous. I'm trying to remember to follow all my own advice here and kick that out at the ends. You can do the suck your cheeks in technique, so if you do that and follow those lines, but my face is quite round, that to be honest, that doesn't make anything any easier for me, so I just didn't even bother doing it. But for the average person, you can probably get quite a good indication of where you're going. And then along here, this again, if you're feeling a bit puffy, is a really good place to just get in there with that bronzer. And already you can see it does make a nice little difference to finishing off that makeup. So I'm just going to keep gently building over that. What I've always done as well is, this is my foundation brush I've just used that's got like the excess of any product. If I'm starting to feel like I've gone a bit too far, I can always pat that over to correct any mistakes. That's feeling nice. Now, I think what frames it really nicely and keeps everything looking fresh is a little bit of blusher and a little bit of highlighter. So I'm actually going to take the same brush, I'll pat off any excess. This is a NYX blush in Rose and Play. It's been a bit used today, so excuse me, but just a soft pinky peachy. I don't want anything too vivid because I've obviously gone for a nice bright lip today. And I'm going to smile here and apply that to the fullest parts of my cheeks. We've all got a blusher smile, haven't we? Which is not even remotely your natural smile. So your contour has come under here and that blusher is going there. So they're hopefully in different places. And then a completely different place, I'm going to take my Doll Beauty highlighter in Like a Diamond on a little small brush again. I already took this in my makeup today. I've got this on my lids and through the brow bones there. I'm going to take this just along the high point of that cheekbone. So again, I've got my bronzer here, my blusher there, my highlighter here. None of these are overlapping. They're all sitting in their own places. What you can do if you want is take a little bit of that just adjacent to that eyebrow up through the temple. It looks really pretty. I'll be honest with you, if you've got any kind of texture there at the moment, I'd avoid this. I do have a bit of texture in my skin at the moment, but I reckon that area I can just about get away with it. I'm going to put a little bit here and a little bit at the edge of the nose, just to add a bit of radiance. I would do the Cupid's bow, but I'm terrified to ruin that red lip. And there we have it, nice soft contour, just something really simple for every day. If you want something a bit heavier, I will do another one. I tend to find that creams are a bit easier to build up. So next step up, for example, would be the Peaches Cream Contour, which you can create a really, I was just having a play with it there, you can create a really built, you know, sculpted contour, but that for me is just soft enough for every day and not looking too harsh. But let me know if you want to step up, and I'm very happy to do that as well. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.